What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Most Definitely. Let's go! So today I'm super excited to bring you this video. Man, I've learned so much in the last 12 hours, and so I just cannot wait to tell you about it. But first, guys, if you haven't done so already, please gently tap that like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm and helps me to be able to create more videos just like this. So I'm going to be super careful about the words that I use because I have found out that using the wrong words, using the wrong terminology, no matter how simple and innocent it may seem, will get my channel kind of demonetized. So I'm going to have to watch that and be super careful, even using that word. So I'm just going to watch out and be real careful. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So first, you're always looking out for how my journey is beginning or how it's going along, from as far as my financial standpoint to budgeting to investing and so forth. Now, usually I wait to the end to do this, but I think I'm going to jump right in and see how my investments are doing. Let's go ahead and jump into my TD Ameritrade and let's check it out right now. All right, guys. So as I'm seeing right here, I'm doing extremely well today. My TD Ameritrade account ended at 582.82, 588.82 rather. That's what it's worth as far as all my investments, up from about 30 cents. This morning I was doing super well, and it ended about 590 something. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what my personal positions are doing, and let's go. So taking a quick look at it as we ended off today, my GCM trade, it ended losing about 49 cents for the day. Jumia, I'm at a high. Looks like I gained about $1.16 in all. My Shaw Communications, that left me down about 34 cents. AT&T stock up about 33 cents. Viacom down about 23 cents. And my S&P 500, 500 of the most common stocks, most biggest names known in the industry as far as investment goes, down about 45 cents today. So not bad for a day's worth of trading, and it leaves me still in the green and not in the black. Super happy. So don't forget, I'm not giving you legal advice here. This is just so you can see my journey and what I'm doing, okay? So as I'm learning, you can learn too. And as I make mistakes, you can kind of look at that and say, I'm not going to do that. If you want to learn how to start saving and investing, start off slow. You can look at my link below. I'm definitely going to leave some links down there. There's some free money for you. Acorns will give you $5 just for signing up using my link below. And who doesn't like free money? Okay, so let's go ahead and check that out. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and check out some of my other channels down below. Really helps me out. So on to some of the other news, guys. Remember I said I had some great news. Remember I've started investing. I've been doing some private investing. I've been doing some public investing using both TD Ameritrade, also investing in small businesses. And that was something I've been thinking about for a super long time. As I mentioned last time, one of my other videos, I have also been as a notary agent, notary signing agent. I haven't been able to do that in this state. That is a business that I did pick up. That way I can go ahead and begin working for myself and then not having to necessarily go to a job on a day-to-day basis, clocking into an office. Now, I do love what I do in my day job. It is wonderful. I do it whether I'm paid or not. Don't get me wrong, but I love having freedom. And there's nothing says freedom such as working for yourself and just being free from bondage, so to speak. Now, I do have another business. Matter of fact, I have a couple. Remember, I was talking about some of my other businesses about having several lines of income, ways to go ahead and bring yourself up, several different ways of investing. One such other way that I have just included, and that I really haven't put a name to it before, and that is being wait for it, and let me stop right there because I really want to catch myself. Make sure I don't use the wrong wording because every time I do this, my video gets taken down and I keep having to redo these videos. So I really don't want to have to do that. So let's take a moment and let me think of another way of saying this. How can I say it? Okay, so I am in the form of a business of investing in other people's businesses and helping them to get started. Therefore, they can make more of a higher profit region, and then I can benefit from it as well. So let's see if that works, and hopefully this video will keep going. Had a little awkward pause there, just seeing if something was going to happen after I said that, as if the YouTube higher beings were going to come down and just suddenly smash my video. That's how it kind of seems like sometimes. But let's go ahead and go further into what I was talking about, shall we? Remember, I started telling you about having multiple lines of income. So I have a lot of different sources. I have a channel that I use, or platform that I use called Teachable, in which I teach Spanish, called Spanish in the Fog. That link will be down below. You can also look in my descriptions for that as well. Also, what I do is I invest in small private startup companies. So when people are having some trouble, or if they want to expand their business, they don't necessarily have the working capital, I can step in there as a private investor and go ahead and help them to get off the ground for a modest little fee. I'm also happen to be a book writer. I'm a publisher. So I have a couple of books that are out there, and those links will be down below. You can go ahead and check those out. But have a little hard time getting those off the ground at first. But I figured if I keep putting in more content, one day I'll be picked up by a major publisher and I can really get some revenue going. So far right now, I've been selling some books here and there. So just keep a lookout for that. I've got another major one coming out. This one doesn't have much to do with money and finance. This one happens to be a sci-fi, and that's just something that's near and dear to my heart. So just keep a watch out for that. It keeps getting longer as I keep going along. So just keep a lookout for it, guys. Now, the latest market analysis does call out a few other areas of key points and businesses that you may want to consider investing in. I myself do not know about this, but a lot of people do think about it. And as of Friday, which is today, if you want to look at what's hot and about, what you really might want to invest in, take a look. Of course, Tesla is still the biggest one, as well as some of the other ones, key little places that we can see, some big name companies. So go ahead and check those out and see how they do in the stock. Now, once again, this is an investment advice. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just letting you know what the market analysis is for Friday and what people are saying may be a good choice for investing right now. I myself have my own little choices, and I have my own reasons why I'm going into different things. So you can go ahead and see how that's going. Now, as far as my housing chase, remember I told you this is the year, or this next year in 2021, that's really when I want to purchase a home. That's when I'm looking to purchase. So what have I done lately to kind of make that happen? I went ahead and researched a little bit. I had some phone calls with some different financing agencies to kind of help me along that way, and also give me some advice about what I can do credit-wise to put myself in a better position. They went ahead and reminded me that, hey, you know what? I don't want to use 30%, any more than 30% of my credit that I already have. And they did give me some advice that I don't necessarily agree with. Now, one of the things that they told me to do was possibly close out some credit cards. Now, that may seem like a good idea to a lot of people. You say, all right, pay down your credit, go ahead and close out your credit cards. And then you have less to actually worry about when it's time to purchase. But no, not so. So why am I disagreeing with that? Well, studies show when you look at the credit card companies and your credit score, it looks at a couple of things when determining what your credit is and how it's arranged. One of those factors is how much you use. Another would be how often you use it, the history of your credit, and that's really the one I'm looking at right now, and how many lines of revolving credit that you have currently open. Now, if you suddenly start closing down your credit, that can actually drop your score. Yes, I know, who would have guessed? So if you don't want to use your credit cards, I suggest paying them down and then keeping them no more than 30%. If you don't want to use them at all, put them away. Some of them do have a time, in which case you do want to actually use it. Otherwise, the credit card companies will close off your credit. So if you want to keep it open, just keep it in a safe place. Don't use it. Every once in a while, go ahead and buy yourself something and pay it off. Now, that's what I personally am going to do. It's up to you. You can kind of follow your own method, okay? As always, guys, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you agree, don't agree, go ahead and write your comments down below. Put them in a link. Let me know. Tell me what you're thinking. Go ahead and DM me. Just let me know what you're thinking. Say whether you like it. If you don't like it, I'm willing and waiting to hear from you. One last thing I wanted to talk about, and that is if you're looking to start another line of business and you want to bring in more income for yourself outside of your present current day job, and you're looking to start a corporation, there are some major places and major points really I'd like to talk about. I'm not going to get too much into detail of those right now, but I can tell you some states are better at taxing and some states are better at just leaving you alone and not having any kind of repercussions as far as any kind of fees and taxes that they're going to put on you. When I last checked, as of 2020, which we're still in right now, Wyoming is really, really good for that, for not having any fees. Same thing with Nevada. They're a great, great state to go ahead and open an LLC if you're thinking about that, as in a limited liability corporation. Also, Alaska. Alaska is supposed to be super good too. So that's just another place. And one last place that I can think of just off the top of my head, and that would be New Hampshire. So if you're looking to start a company and you're worried about being taxed in different places, those are some states you may want to look at that I've researched. Go ahead and check for yourself and let me know what you think. The reason I said that is I know a lot of people are saying, you know what? I actually live in whatever state you're in, and I want to put my business there. You can do that. Actually, you are able to form a business in another state, even if you don't reside there. Now, some states do have their restrictions, so go ahead and research and find that out on your own. All right, guys, thank you so much. It's been a great episode. Thank you for letting me share my news. Again, my name is Stefan. This is Most Definitely.